Hello students, today we are going to continue with the wave optics and we are going to see the proof of laws of refraction, that is the Snell's law, with the help of Huygens principle. In the previous video we have seen the proof of law of reflection and now we are heading towards the law of refraction. So suppose this is a refracting surface S dash, and here let us consider A and C, two rays, and this is the incident wavefront AB. So when the ray C is hitting the refracting surface, at that moment the ray from A is at the point B. Now let us assume that before going ahead, let us make some assumptions. As we know, these are two different optical medium. So let us assume that this medium 1 is the rarer medium and speed of light in medium 1 is V1. And this medium 2 is a denser medium and speed of light is V2. And obviously V1 is greater than V2 because V1 is rarer, so speed will be more, and V2 is denser, so speed will be less. Now let us, so when the point A, when the wave at A is hitting the surface, the refracting surface, the separating the two medium, then the ray from A is at point B. Now let us assume that the time taken by B to reach A, time taken by light from B to reach A is t. Let t be the time taken. And so if t is the time taken, then obviously the length of AB will be what? V1t. The length of AB will be V1t. So light will cover a distance A dash B in the first medium in the same time. Now let's think of here. Here, when the wavefront reaches here, it will produce the secondary wavelet obviously it will produce in all direction, but since we are considering of refraction, we are considering the secondary wavelets produced in the second medium. So this secondary wavelet will cover a smaller distance, V2 AB dash. This will cover a smaller distance, AB dash. Let it be V2t. Why? Because V2 is less than V1. So this distance AB dash will be less than this distance because the speed of light has decreased in this medium owing to the increase in the optical density, and hence it will cover a smaller distance in the same path, in the same time it will cover a smaller distance. Now this I is called angle of incidence. Here we all know what is the definition of angle of incidence. Till now what we have studied, angle of incidence is the angle between the incident ray and normal, and here we are going to see that angle of incidence is actually the angle between the incident wavefront and the refracting surface. This is the new definition. In terms of Huygens principle, angle of incidence is the angle between the incident wavefront and the reflecting surface. And here you can see A dash B dash is the new wavefront. This is in the medium 2, or you can call it refracting wavefront. So this A dash B dash is refracting wavefront. So here what we will say, so this angle R, the angle between the refracting wavefront and the surface, is called the angle of refraction. Okay. Now see, so sin I by sin R, sin I by sin R will be what? What is sin I? AB by A dash. So A dash B by A dash. And what is sin R? A B dash by A dash, because this is a right angle triangle. We know that wavefront is always perpendicular to the ray. Wavefront is always perpendicular to the ray. Okay, so this is refracted ray, refracted wavefront, angle 90 degree. This is incident ray, incident wavefront, angle 90 degree. Wavefront is always perpendicular to the ray. So sin r, so what will be sin r? This length is what? AB dash by AA dash. Okay, now this A dash and A dash cancel. So what we are getting? AB, A dash B. So A dash B was what? V1T. And this AB dash is what? V2T. So if T is cancelled, so what we are getting? Sin I by sin R is equal to V1 by V2. Now velocity of light, and this V1 by V2 is, we know, is actually what? The refractive index of the second medium. This we have studied previously. Acha, so we can say that sin I by sin R is a constant. Sin I by sin R is a constant. Okay, and this is the proof of Snell's law on the basis of Huygens principle. So this is what Snell's law, what we have studied earlier in refraction, that sin I by sin R is equal to constant. And here also we are getting sin I by sin R is equal to V1 by V2. As the speed of light is constant in any medium, so we can say V1 by V2 is also constant, and this constant is called refractive index of the second medium. Okay? So this is the first, and secondly, you can see the incident ray, the refracted ray and the normal, we have all drawn on the plane of the paper. So it means that these three rays lie on a same plane. They can lie on the same plane. This way we can prove the first law of refraction also. So thus we have proved the laws of refraction by the help of Huygens principle.